What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one. And this one is From EPIX, Episode 6, Book 74. In this video, I will recap it, review it, and give you all my theories for this latest episode. What up to my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the best of Don Tony Teflon. If you can, please subscribe and click that bell so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. As always, 500 is the like goal. If this video hits 500 likes, I will give a subscriber who leaves a comment on this video 1 month of EPIX free. You gotta be in it to win it. This episode solved a lot of stuff, but it also left a lot of mysteries open. We're gonna go through all of those. I'm sure you've seen the episode, so I won't do a step-by-step recap, but I will give you a basic overview of what happened in this video. But right off the bat, let's talk about a theory that people have been talking about since this show started. It's also been in my live stream, and I've answered this question, and they answered it almost exactly the same way that I answered it during my live stream. And that question is, are they already dead? We seen them put that on the wall. Tabitha did last episode, and we see her go to Father Katchery and ask him straight up, are they dead? Did they survive the accident? And he says basically, would it truly matter if they were? If they were in some type of purgatory, would it matter? We'd still be trying to get out and get somewhere else. Now he's referring to heaven, and that's what he's saying they'd be trying to leave from. But she says, I'm not the first person to come up with this, right? And he says, let me just say, I've had time to work on my answer. So from that, I think that we can 100% say that they are not already dead. And as I said in my live stream, and you can catch my live stream every week we do it, make sure you're subscribed so you get notified when we go live. We do that and we talk about these theories, that they were already stuck before they got into the accident, right? They already were. That was gonna happen already. So there's no way that they could be dead. So I think we could throw out that whole theory. It was a good one, but I think we could toss that one in the trash and move on. So this episode starts off with the aftermath of Sarah's actions of killing her brother. Boyd's digging a grave, and he thinks that something's going on with the town. He talks a little bit about the talisman, saying that they worked out in the RV, and he wants to test the theory. Do they work in the real world, like inside the forest? He wants to go into the forest and hope that they work there. Obviously, this could be a suicide mission, but we find out later that he has Parkinson's disease, and that's why he's so anxious of trying to find out if they can get out of this situation, if he can get these people out of the situation before his condition worsens any further than it already is. And we can see him getting the hand tremors already. That being said, the father is hiding Sarah inside of his basement. Now, he says that he's seen her run away into the woods and he had no idea where she went, but then we see that he's hiding her right in his basement. He's got her gagged and tied to the chair. And this brings us to the title of the episode, Book 74. That's what he thinks it is. The next chapter, the next book in the Bible could be going on here. And now when we first see this going down, I don't know exactly how to take this. I don't know if he's doing it for her benefit. I don't know if he's doing it because he's crazy, or if he's a part of this whole situation going on. But then he reveals her brother told him about the voices that she's hearing, and he wants to know more about these voices and what's going on. But before we talk about that, let's talk about Jade. Is he a dick? Yes, we know that. That's established. I mean, he basically admits it himself that he is. But he goes to gym, and we see the aftermath of this CB radio plot. He wants to get it tied to the highest tree, the antenna, so that way they can try to get some type of signal. Now, when they go out there, he gets another vision. Now, he's the only one that we see and get these visions. This is 2 visions of him, and this one is basically of Civil War soldiers, right? And the tree being bloody and their body parts being hung in the tree. And then he's chased by a black Civil War soldier and then stabbed with the bayonet inside of his chest. He then goes back to the restaurant. And I guess when people die or pass away, they put their stuff in storage in this restaurant. So he goes back there, and the symbols that he's seeing, when the lady sees the symbol he's drawing, she goes back there, brings him back there, and she shows it's the same symbol that someone else drew a very long time ago. Now, I do have a theory about this whole situation. I've done the first Jade Vision video. I'll do a second Jade Vision video to explain this. So let's take it back to the situation we were just talking about that before with Father and Sarah, the other most important situation. So he says he wants to talk to these people, these creatures that are there. Now, she says she's getting voices. Now, I assume that the voices that she's getting are from these creatures that are hunting her. But that may not be the case. It could be something else, because the voices in her head are claiming that they are prisoners of this place also. That they are stuck here just like they are stuck, all right? And that they are also victims of this place. And they provide proof by making her draw a picture. When she draws this picture, the father's like, "What is this?" She goes, "They said they seen you when you first arrived, and this is proof of it. They seen what you buried." Later, we see him go out there into the field. He digs up a bag. When he does dig up this bag, inside the bag is a bottle of liquor. We have blood all over his shirt. And then he pulls out a thing of candy, I do believe, and it's the same symbol on the candy that's there. She also says that these people told her, the voices told her, that 2 cars were going to arrive, and that's how she knew that Tabitha, Jim, and the children were all going to be there, and Jade and his boy who passed away. Now, the voices also told her, now this is not the first time that 2 cars have arrived. And the last time that 2 cars arrived, everybody was killed, right? It wiped everybody out. And that this may play out again because of these 2 cars arriving. Now, you have to ask yourself, do you believe these voices? Are they just trying to gas her? Gas us? Are they the voices of the creatures that are hunting them? Or is it something different, a different group of people? Are these voices actually victims also? Are they stuck there just like these people are stuck there, and they really want to find a way out also? These are the questions that this episode left us with. And the episode just started getting good when it ended, and I got a little mad about that. Real quick, we also find out that all the wires are not connected to anything that we can see. And inside of each wire, there is actually no wiring in it. So even if there was an electric current, it would not be able to travel because there's no wiring in it. It is just the rubber outside of these wires. So how is the light working? How is all the power working? We see Tabitha try to explain this. She goes into a basement. She looks in the basement, she's digging a hole. That's when Jim comes in, and that's when they have to address this bracelet. She says she made a bracelet for him on their first date. This bracelet was made from his father's shoelaces, and she made a mistake on it, proving that the one that she found in storage was the exact same bracelet. How that bracelet got there is another mystery, and that he lost this bracelet when they gave birth to their daughter. So how did this bracelet get there? It is the same exact bracelet. Who brought that bracelet there before them? Who was there before them that brought that bracelet there? That is really the question, because he lost it in the hospital. So that must mean that someone in that hospital found that bracelet and somehow wound up where they're at. And maybe this is the reason why they're there, because of that connection somehow. That's what I would have to think is going on with the bracelet, that someone in the hospital when they lost it is the one who was there. Because people have been there for many years, as we've seen with Victor, who's been there since the 70s. Early in this episode, we see the daughter with Fatima. She has a pot of plants, a little pot there. He says, "Oh, you're a gardener. Well, you must be, a mystery gardener," because she says, "Listen, I just found this like this." And then we see Porn Stash, right? And Porn Stash walking through the house. Everyone seems to be asleep. We do hear some noises going on there, so not everybody's sleeping, right? But Porn Stash goes upstairs, opens up the plastic covering the window, and we see one of these creatures, a little girl form of this creature, out in the window, and she says, "When are you going to let me in?" And that is how this episode ends. Now, I told you before that that place, that little, where they're at, that house of hippies, is going to get busted up, that the creatures are going to get in there and start killing everyone. I told you that was going to happen, and I think Porn Stash is going to be the cause of the downfall of this house, because he's going to open it up. Why he's taken by this little girl when he's as old as he is, I have no idea. It seems suspect to me. Like, he shouldn't be, like, this ain't no hot chick out there asking him to come in there. This a little girl. So something's going on with Porn Stash, and you know what I mean. And I'm not digging it. All right, I'm not digging it at all. I think we have covered basically all of this episode. Next episode is when things are gonna heat up. I truly enjoyed it. As always, we will be live doing a live stream Q&A talking about all the theories and possibilities this week, so make sure you're subscribed and join us on this live stream so you can leave all your theories. We'll go through them all. We're also going to have a call-in feature so you could actually call in and speak to us, and we can go over all this situation together. In the comment section, put your theories and your thoughts about everything there. I will do my best to answer every question. I will have another video dropping of Jade's vision, and I'm going to tell you exactly what I think these creatures are in my another video. So 3 more videos this week dropping about this, so make sure you're subscribed so you get all this content. If you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and as always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.